In this video, I want to talk to you about the Brother LB5000 sewing and embroidery machine. This is a combination machine that does your regular sewing stitches, and then you do have the included embroidery unit that you can attach and be able to do the elaborate embroidery patterns. This machine will do a 4" by 4" embroidery area. Let's look at the sewing side of the machine. This particular machine has over 100 sewing stitches built in. We can go in on the screen and adjust the length and the width on all our sewing patterns. And we'll zoom in to show you this. On screen, I can pull up and adjust my stitch width and stitch length on all the sewing patterns. So if I was doing, say, this zigzag stitch, I can go in here and the machine allows me to go up to 7 mm on my stitch width. Different stitches allows us to go different increments on the millimeters, but it will go in 1/2 millimeter increments. On the screen, it shows me exactly how large my stitch will be. And this is the actual size of that stitch. That really helps me when I'm choosing what I want to do for my fabric. The machine also shows me which pressure foot. It recommends a pressure foot. All the Brother feet have letters indented into them, and that way I know I have the correct pressure foot on the machine. Notice how clear this particular screen is. It is a color screen, so I'll be able to match my fabrics that I'm working with to the stitches that I'm doing, especially in embroidery mode. This machine gives us quite a variety of sewing stitches, quilting stitches, garment construction stitches. There is a sewing advisor built onto the machine that gives me little tutorials of how to do certain things. Also, the machine does have a very detailed instruction manual that will come with it. Ken Sewing Center will be glad to help you with any kind of questions you have about this machine. We can talk you through all kind of things over the phone and help you operate the machine no matter where you're located at. The LB5000 gives you a lot of computer controls built in. I have the built-in scissor that I can push and snip my bobbin and top thread at any given time. It does have the speed regulator here that will override my foot control if I want to use the foot control, but also can use the start-stop button here and be able to override my speed here. Here is our needle up, needle down, and this is the reverse. The tension setting is right here handy, and you're not going to have to adjust your tensions often. We basically leave it anywhere between 4 and 5, and you'll never have to adjust that. If you feel like you're having problems with the stitch quality, be in front of your machine and give us a call. We can help you with that over the phone. Threading is going to be very simple. On this machine, I have a horizontal spool pin, and on the machine itself, it shows me where I need to put my thread, and we have the channel that runs down to get the thread into the tension system. It does have the top drop-in bobbin. It's a see-through cover on it that I can see my bobbin thread at any given time. I do have the 7-point feed dog system that's feeding my fabric through, so I have 7 places that feed dog is touching my material. We do also have the accessory tray that we can remove for our free arm sewing, and this particular machine has a little bit longer arm on it, so I can get my design or my pant leg further down, so I can do my design a little further up on a pant leg or a shirt sleeve. And then I really do like the way the accessory tray, it folds upward, so I can look down in it as I have it on my machine and see what accessories I have if I'm needing to get something. So now I'm going to attach the hoop to the embroidery unit, and then threading the machine is super easy. Come right off our spool pin. I like using the 1000-meter mini cones. Built into the machine is a real pretty script font. It's a larger letter. If you want to do, say, the first letter of someone's last name and give that as a gift, that's a really easy thing that's built into the machine. I have plenty of controls over the design. If I want to move it around within the hoop, I can rotate the design. And then when I get through with it, I'm ready to go. Another thing about this machine, it will show me on the screen how many stitches are in the design, an estimated time it would take to embroider it out, and how many color changes. If the power was to go out or it accidentally, the power get turned off, as long as I don't move my fabric out of the hoop, I can put my hoop back on it. Or let's say I run out of bobbin thread, need to change that, just take your hoop off and leave everything hooped up. I can pull this design right back up, and I can fast forward through the stitch count within just a few stitches of where the malfunction happened, and I can continue right on. Even if I sew over it 100 stitches, you're not going to notice it on top. and nobody will know except you that happened, and we can finish the design out.